Welcome back, everybody, for another deep dive, this time into the world of AppExchange developers. Have you ever thought about how to really supercharge your Salesforce experience?
Yeah.
With custom apps, or maybe tweak it to fit your business just perfectly?
Yeah.
Well, that is exactly where AppExchange developers come in.
Exactly.
There are these specialized experts that are kind of like expert tailors. They craft these really amazing solutions, but specifically for your Salesforce needs.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. They really do bring this deep understanding of the entire Salesforce platform, from all the security protocols to all the nuances of its coding languages. It's not just about coding. It's about really understanding how to make Salesforce work best for you.
Yeah, and what we have today to guide us through this whole maze of hiring these specialists is a whole stack of insights from the perfectdeveloper.com.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
They're great.
And you know what? They have this super helpful tool called the 5 questions. That seriously simplifies this whole process. So if you want to find the perfect developer without the headache, give it a try at theperfectdeveloper.com.
It's like a shortcut to finding your ideal match, and it'll save you so much time and effort.
Totally. So let's just jump right in.
Yeah.
What exactly makes AppExchange developers different from, your everyday run-of-the-mill software developer?
Well, their expertise really lies in navigating that Salesforce ecosystem. Think of it this way. A regular developer can build a house, right? But an AppExchange developer understands the intricacies of building a house specifically on a Salesforce foundation. And they're fluent in languages like AppExchange and Visualforce and Lightning Web Components.
So it's more than just knowing how to code. It's about knowing the specific tools and materials for the Salesforce world, right?
Exactly.
What about certifications? Are there any specific badges of honor that kind of signal expertise?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Certifications are a great way to validate a developer's skills. Like Salesforce Platform Developer IN2 demonstrate a strong foundation. I actually once worked with a developer who had the Platform Developer 2 certification, and he was tasked with integrating a complex e-commerce system with Salesforce. And his understanding of Apex and data security best practices, which he had really honed through that certification, ensured that the integration was smooth and secure.
That's a perfect example of how certifications can translate into real-world value. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room. How much can you expect to pay for this kind of specialized talent?
Well, like any specialized skill, it really depends on experience. Junior developers, they might start around $60,000 to $85,000 a year. But as they gain experience and expertise, particularly in high-demand areas like Lightning Web Components, you're looking at salaries upwards of $90,000 to $125,000.
And those Salesforce architects, the masterminds behind those really complex implementations, they're in a league of their own right.
Oh, yeah. Senior architects, especially those with expertise in areas like multi-cloud integration or, building those highly scalable applications, they can command salaries well over $160,000.
Wow. That's a pretty penny. But I guess if they're saving you time and headaches down the road, it's worth the investment.
Exactly. And remember, location plays a big role in those figures. Tech hubs like San Francisco or New York, they tend to have higher salaries because of the cost of living and competition for talent.
So if you're looking to save a bit, maybe exploring remote options or even outsourcing could be a good strategy.
That's a smart consideration, and the perfectdeveloper.com actually has a great resource on their website that breaks down the pros and cons of each hiring model, in-house, outsourcing, freelancers. It's definitely worth checking out.
That's super helpful. It's all about finding that sweet spot between talent budget and your project needs. Speaking of finding the right fit, how do you even begin sifting through potential candidates? It feels a bit overwhelming.
It can be, especially with so many options out there, but the perfectdeveloper.com can help you navigate that process. Their 5-step approach really breaks it down into manageable chunks, from defining your needs to onboarding your new developer.
Yeah, it really is a game changer. Instead of blindly searching through resumes, the perfectdeveloper.com helps you focus on what truly matters. Their 5 questions really guide you to pinpoint the type of project that you have, the essential Salesforce skills, your budget, and even your preferred working style. It's like creating a blueprint for your ideal developer.
That takes a lot of the guesswork out of it, I'm guessing, once you have that blueprint. The perfectdeveloper.com can help you find those developers who fit the bill.
Precisely. They connect you with platforms, consultancies, or agencies that specialize in your specific needs. It's like having a personal matchmaker for AppExchange developers.
Oh, that's brilliant. So you've got your needs defined and you're connected with potential candidates. What's next? Where do you actually find these developers hiding? Well, LinkedIn is a good starting point. You can filter by Salesforce skills, location, industry, and even see recommendations from your network. It's a great way to get a feel for a developer's experience and see if they've worked on similar projects to yours.
Makes sense. But are there any other avenues worth exploring? Like what if you're looking for someone with a very specific niche skill set?
GitHub is a goldmine for that. It's where developers showcase their coding projects and collaborate. You can search for developers who've contributed to Salesforce-related repositories. And this gives you a peek into their coding style and expertise. It's like looking under the hood before you buy the car.
Oh, I love that analogy. You can really see how they think and approach problems.
Yeah.
Now, what about those times when your network might have a lead? Are referrals still a good bet in the tech world?
Absolutely. Referrals, they often come with a built-in level of trust and can save you a ton of time screening candidates. Plus, it's always a good idea to tap into your network for recommendations.
Yeah, it's like getting a pre-screened candidate, which is always a bonus.
Yeah.
But let's say you've got a handful of promising candidates. How do you evaluate their skills? Is it all about resumes and technical interviews?
Resumes and portfolios are a good starting point, but you want to go deeper. Technical interviews are key. Ask them to solve a specific Salesforce problem or do a live coding exercise. It's a chance to really see how they think on their feet and approach challenges.
Yeah, live coding exercises can be a bit nerve-wracking, but they really give you a glimpse into a developer's problem-solving skills.
Exactly. And don't forget about soft skills, Can they communicate clearly? Are they team players? Those are just as important as technical chops, especially when you're building a cohesive team.
Yeah, it's that whole idea of finding someone who's not only technically brilliant, but also a good fit for your team's culture.
Spot on. And theperfectdeveloper.com can help you with all of this. They offer insights and resources on everything from evaluating candidates to onboarding your new developer.
Wow, it sounds like they're a true partner throughout this entire hiring journey. Speaking of onboarding, what are some key things to keep in mind once you've found your ideal developer?
Well, onboarding is crucial for setting your new developer up for success. Make sure they have all the necessary tools and resources, clearly understand their role and responsibilities, and feel welcomed into the team.
It's like rolling out the red carpet and making them feel like a valued member of the team from day one.
Precisely. A smooth onboarding experience can make all the difference in their productivity and job satisfaction. And remember, theperfectdeveloper.com has tons of resources on creating a positive and supportive onboarding experience.
They really do seem to have it all covered. But before we wrap up, there's one more thing I'm curious about. You mentioned the importance of soft skills and teamwork. How do you actually foster that collaborative spirit within a development team, especially when you're dealing with complex Salesforce projects? Yeah, it's like you've got all these talented individuals, but getting them to work together seamlessly, that's the real challenge.
It really is. It's kind of like conducting an orchestra. Each musician is a master of their instrument, but it takes a conductor to bring them all together to create this harmonious symphony.
I love that analogy. So how do you become that conductor for your AppExchange development team? Where do you even begin?
Well, it starts with clear communication and a shared vision, Everyone on the team needs to understand the project goals, their roles, and how their individual contributions fit into the bigger picture.
So it's about making sure that everyone's on the same page, working towards a common goal. Are there any tools or strategies that can help facilitate that?
Yeah, regular team meetings are crucial. And not just status updates, but brainstorming sessions where developers can share ideas, challenges, solutions. And don't underestimate the value of casual check-ins, even virtual coffee breaks to foster camaraderie and open communication.
It's about building those personal connections, that sense of teamwork that makes collaboration flow more naturally.
Exactly. And of course, the right tools can make a huge difference. Project management platforms like Jira or Asana can help keep everyone organized and on track, while communication tools like Slack can facilitate quick questions and real-time collaboration.
So it's all about giving them the resources they need to work together effectively and efficiently. But beyond the tools and processes, what about the human element? How do you create a team culture that encourages collaboration and innovation?
Creating a culture of trust and mutual respect is key. Encourage developers to share their ideas even if they're outside the box. Celebrate successes as a team, and when challenges arise, approach them as a team too.
It's that sense of shared responsibility and collective problem solving that really makes a team strong.
Absolutely. And remember, theperfectdeveloper.com offers tons of insights on building and managing high-performing AppExchange development teams. It's a treasure trove of information for anyone looking to create a truly collaborative and innovative team.
They really are your one-stop shop for all things AppExchange developers. So as we wrap up this mini deep dive, what's the one key takeaway you want our listeners to remember?
I think the biggest thing is that finding the right AppExchange developer is an investment in your Salesforce success. Take the time to define your needs, explore your options, and leverage the resources that are available to you, like those offered by theperfectdeveloper.com.
And remember, building a strong team, it's about more than just technical skills. It's about fostering communication collaboration and a shared passion for making Salesforce work brilliantly for your business.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Well, that's our mini deep dive into the world of AppExchange developers. Hopefully you're feeling more confident and informed about tackling your next Salesforce project.
And remember, if you're ready to simplify your developer search, try the 5 questions now at theperfectdeveloper.com. They'll connect you with the perfect developer for your needs, guaranteed.
Until next time, happy Salesforcing.